Hey love, I'm back with part 2 of In the Comments. All right, y'all, so we're going to get straight into it because I'm trying to get through these comments and I'm trying to answer all your questions. So I am back with part 2, okay, of In the Comments. Y'all, I'm on spring break, so I don't know when y'all going to be watching this. But I'm on break from locking and it feels kind of good. I just get to focus on like videos and stuff. So anywho, let's get to the comments. And this comment is coming from someone from the UK. And guess what, y'all? Her name is Pauline. Hey, Pauline. Anywho, she says okay, so she is commenting on the video that I did a lock update on 22 inches of braid locks. 8 weeks. It was an 8-week update. Okay. So she's commenting on that video and she said, I absolutely love this. Thank you for sharing. You are very welcome. I really want braids / sisterlocks, but I really love the way the 2-strand twists and comb coils look. I have mixed curl patterns, and when I got someone to do 2-strand twists, they came undone. So I gave up. Now I'm thinking to go to a Sisterlock consultant. I wish you were in London. Can I ask, please, with this style, which is the braid out, with this style here, is it possible to palm roll the roots instead of interlocking? Thank you. Your work is amazing. Aw, thank you, Pauline. And her last name starts with a W. And my last name starts with a W. Hey. Okay, all right. So, Pauline, I would say no to the palm rolling on braid locks because the appearance is going to be too different. It's going to be drastically different. You have braids, right, which is flat, not cylinder, and then you're going to palm roll, which is cylinder. It is going to look too different. That braided pattern on the hair takes a little bit longer to go away. So it's going to be there for a while. For some people, it's there for about a year, depending on their texture, their curl pattern. For some people, it lasts about 3 years. So to palm roll the braided pattern, I would not palm roll. Interlocking is best because interlocking is the closest thing to a braid. So it's going to blend in better than palm rolling the lock for maintenance. So I would not, for aesthetic reasons, I would not palm roll for maintenance because of the look. Can you do it? Yes. Will it lock? Absolutely. But for the look of it, I personally don't like it. So you did mention that you have different curl patterns throughout your head. That is pretty normal. That is very normal because you have some people, you know, they got the kitchen back there and then they got the suburbs, you know, they got different things going on. So that is normal. No one has one curl pattern throughout the entire head. Okay. You're going to have variations throughout. So that is completely normal. So if you're saying you want to start off with two-strand twists or coils, if you love those better, you can start off with 2-strand twists. If you and you can start off that 2-strand twist with braid, or you can start it off with interlocking. You can do the two-strand twist and then interlock the roots so you have a better hold so the entire thing doesn't unravel. Now the ends may unravel a little bit, but I say make sure that you're putting it in protective style and that you are braiding and banding when you shampoo your hair so to minimize the unraveling. From my experience, 2-strand twists will lock regardless of the hair type you have, unless you're starting off with like heat damage, really straight hair, but it's still going to mat because unbothered hair is going to mat. So if you're going to start off with the 2-strand twist, interlock the root to give it more security, right? To make it more secure. And then when you go to shampoo, still braid and band your 2-strand twist and then put in protective style. You will only probably have to do that for a couple of months. And that's it. Because in my experience, 2-strand twists lock a whole lot quicker than any other, not any other, than like interlocking or anything like that, right? Is that my lawn getting cut? Probably. So if y'all hear grass cutting outside, it's my lawn being cut. So don't mind the noise. If you start off with coil, I've had people start off with coil and then interlock after, for maintenance. So you can certainly start off with coil and interlock for maintenance. You can do that. If you're concerned about unraveling, I would say when you're starting off with the coils, try not to shampoo within a week or two. Try to wait like 3 to 4 weeks to shampoo. You could do a dry shampoo in between, but wait 3 to 4 weeks to shampoo. Now, when you shampoo, it's still going to unravel some, but you're still going to have that budding, and it's perfect for when you go to interlock, and baby, you're good. All right. So that would be my suggestion for helping your hair not to unravel if you're looking to start with the 2-strand twist in the comb coil route. All right, let me move to another comment. All right, someone says, this is Rhonda. She's commenting on, I did a part 2 on what you should know about your retightenings, lock myths, and so forth. Okay, so she said, I heard the 2-point pattern or rotation can cause holes in the locks. Is this true? I'm 4 months locked and I like the thicker look of the 2-point or 3-point. All right. Sorry about the line, y'all. All right. So the 2-point, they couldn't come earlier. They done waited till almost midday. Now the sun real hot. If I were cutting grass, I would start like 7, 8 in the morning. But then people probably still sleeping. All right, let me not get off topic. Okay, so the 2-point can cause holes, just like any other points if it's not done properly. So the 2-point, because it's just focusing on 2-point and not all 4 corners, you have to make sure that the tension is on point. Okay, you can't just be locking and moving and keep going. You have to make sure that tension is on point, that you're going directly entering that tool, going through the center of the lock and not just halfway or whatever, because any slip, all right, is going to cause major holes. So you got to be intentional about when you're retightening those 2 points. But yes, you can do a 2-point and it not have any holes if your tension is on point, and if you're making sure, I hope you guys can still hear me with the guy cutting, and if you're making sure that, so the tension is on point and that you're making sure you're going through the center every single time when you're interlocking. Now, someone with a tighter curl pattern won't have to worry too much about holes, because the holes sometimes can happen when it slips, right? When the tension is not there. So when you go to shampoo, the hair loosens up a little bit, the locking pattern loosens up a little bit. So therefore, you're seeing more holes in the lock because it loosens up. So that will help if you're making sure that the tension is on point. Also, making sure that you're braiding and banding to keep that pattern intact. Okay, so, and same thing with the 3-point, making sure that the tension and make sure you're going in the center. 2-point can cause holes if not done properly. So you just gotta make sure you're intentional about the 2-point, especially if you have a looser curl pattern. A 2-point, what it does is it bends over and curls over itself, right? So that is why you're getting that, it looks thicker, it looks fuller. So you just got to make sure that that tension is on point, especially with someone with a looser curl pattern. All right, next. Okay, guys, I had to stop recording for a little bit because it was too loud with all the y'all know what I'm talking about. Anywho, I am back. So, where was I? All right, another question. Well, not a question, but another comment. This is from one of the short videos that I posted. It was a lock updo or something like that, but Tisha responded. She said, I really want to get Sisterlocs, but I don't know anyone who knows how to bricklayer the hair. I'm not sure why everyone I see put the parts right on top of each other. Okay, so if you are looking to get Sisterlocs, the parts are going to be on top of each other. The locks will be on top of each other. It will not be bricklayered. If you want it bricklayered, then it will not technically be considered Sisterlocs because it falls outside of the grid, whatever, you know, the grid gods. So if you want Sisterlocs, it cannot be bricklayered. So if you go and ask somebody, hey, I want Sisterlocs, can you bricklayer them? They're going to, if you ask someone for Sisterlocs, they're just going to be stacked on top of each other. So you're going to have to make that request known that, hey, I want my locks small as Sisterlocs, but just not, you know, but I want them bricklayered. So you're going to have to find somebody who is comfortable with bricklayering and knows how to do it, because not everybody knows how to do that. I know it seems easy, it's pretty simple or easy, but some people, once they're trained in one particular way, that's all they do. So you're going to have to find somebody who's comfortable with a bricklayering, and it may not be a Sisterlock consultant. So if you want Sisterlocs, it will not be bricklayered, because whomever you go to, they're going to stick to the process or the whole, I guess they're going to stick with the way of Sisterlocs, how they were trained, okay? So if you out there and if you know you want bricklayer, just say, I want small locks or Microlocs that are bricklayered. You can tell them the size you want. You can tell them the technique that you want, and just tell them you want it bricklayered. You just have to find somebody who's, you know, who will understand what you're requesting and know how to execute what you're asking for. If you are a loctician and you need help with density, understanding, you know, your client's density, the thickness of the hair, the porosity of the hair, and how all of those hair characteristics affect the locks in the long run, I have a lock course. It's called Lock Theory. I have a lock course to help you with that. If you need help with parting, I have a course to help you with that as well. It's called the Gridlock course. So all of those things make a difference, you know, when it comes to the locking process. So it's not just about starting your client off and you're like, yay, this looks great, we're good. But if you don't understand hair and how hair function, then you're not going to understand how the hair is developing. It's going to develop over time, and you're not able to properly assist your client with how their locks are developing, okay? So if you need help with that, I have tons of courses helping you with the process, okay? All right, well, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. That too. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.